guys, so I know this is kind of like an unusual setup for my room. I've moved and I finally got a little crafting corner ready, so you could see that I have a whole bunch of crafting stuff on the back. It's a lot of craziness going on. Anyway, I posted on a picture yesterday and I was crafting something that I found on Pinterest, and it's one of these like shelves over here, if you could see. Let's see. It was like a picture of this. It's really pretty, and it's made out of clothespins and some sticks. So the sticks are actually really inexpensive. I bought them from Home Depot, but I also did another way of making it to see if like how well it was sturdy and stuff. So I also did skewer sticks to see how it would go. So I did that, and then all you need is a couple of other things. So I'm gonna stop babbling and I'm gonna bring you down to like my little workstation. And yeah, I just wanted to show you how I made this because I had so many people requesting, so therefore I'm going to make one for you guys. What I made are these, and they are actually pretty good. I actually like both, but then it's up to your discretion on which ones works better and which one's more affordable for you guys. So let's start with material, and then we can work on seeing what and how I made it. Alright, so the first thing you need if you were to make this one, well actually you could use either one to make it. You could either use wood glue, which is what I used for this one, but it looks like this. Let me see if I could move my little tripod thing over for you to see. So this is how it looks like with the glue, but in the front it actually looks really nice. You can't really tell. You could always spray paint it so you don't see any of the flaws. Anyway, so if you could always use wood glue, or you could always use a hot glue gun, which is what I used for this one. All right, so for this one, one side was used with the glue, which is the wood glue, which is this side. You could tell. I used less and then I let it dry overnight so it stayed better. And then on this side, which looks a lot more decent, is used with a hot glue gun, and you could see that there's a hot glue gun here, and the glue is there. You could always dazzle it up so that you could cover some of the holes if you like, or you could even put hot glue into these spots so that it covers it if you were like that. I also used for stick wise, for this one I used shish kebab sticks, which are super inexpensive. I got these for like $1.29 at the 99-cent store, and these are the 8 inches ones. So these are actually really good size because I was aiming for an 8-inch anyway, so I used that. And for this one, I had bought these sticks that are from Home Depot, and they are the 48-inch and 48-inch by a 1/4 inch in diameter, and it had a saw, so I sawed them all into 8 inches, and that's how it looks. The difference between this one and this one is that this looks more sturdier and more fancy looking, although this one looks perfectly fine even with the skewer sticks. Let me drop these down for you to see. It stays fine. It's not like it wobbles or anything, or it concaves in the middle, which I don't think you would put like a gazillion, and they're all the same height. They kind of do sag a little bit versus this one doesn't sag, but I'm not patient enough to like really work on it. As long as it like stays, it's perfectly fine to me. Anyway, I want to explain a little bit more. So with this, what I did was, why I like using the wooden sticks is because I actually tied it, so if I wanted to make it bigger or smaller, I could actually do that, so that's more customizable, because I kind of just, if you could tell, I kind of just stuck it in like that, and I kind of like squished it in with the string. So I'm gonna actually show you how I did it with just a glue gun, because if I used the, what's it called, the Elmer's glue, it might take a lot longer for it to dry. So I'm going to go get some of my supplies, and we're gonna work on this together, and we're gonna make a smaller shelf so that you can see the difference. So we're gonna get this little project started. So the first thing you need are clothespins. I got these from the 99-cent store. They're the natural bamboo peg. They're $1 for 20, which is pretty cheap for what they are. So the clips look like this, so they're perfectly cool, and excuse all the noise in the background, but hopefully you don't mind all that since I don't live by myself. So anyway, these are the clothespins, and we're gonna use these two sticks later to make it. So let's start. So what you do is you take the clothespin and you put the hot glue on it. And I know there's a video that says that you have to do it really quickly because you don't want the glue to really like not to dry really quickly, but I don't think it really matters too much because it still stays, and I haven't had an issue with it. I mean, like, yeah, you have to work a little fast, but it's still perfectly fine. So hopefully you can see that. So you do that. I'm gonna make 4 on one side, so you have to make sure that you alternate as well, just because it's important for it to be alternating since you don't want them slanting at one end. So it looks like that. Okay. Ow. And also be careful with the hot glue gun because if you have a high temperature one, it burns. Alright, so I'm gonna put one more up here on this side. And then let's see, so it goes this way. And the thing about the hot glue gun is that it dries quickly, so you can work pretty fast on this. And seriously, excuse all the crazy noises in this video because there's just a lot going on in this apartment. Right, so I'm gonna do the other side as well right now because you gotta have both sides if you want it to work out the proper way. So let's see. I know I put a lot on it, but it's perfectly fine because you can always just wipe the too much stuff that's on it. But I'm a sloppy worker, so it doesn't really matter. Ow, ow, ow. You can see I'm a little crazy when it comes to that, but I want to get rid of all that extra stuff on it. And then, alright, let's see. I'm gonna clean these areas out so it doesn't look too yucky. And then my last one is here. So that goes here, and kind of want to have it like all straight so that way it doesn't like bend, or also do some kind of like a bendy move, and that's definitely not cool if you want to do that. But I'm putting it towards a wall, so it's not going to be on my desk. So it doesn't really matter too much because no one's going to really care. I just need a spot for my washies. Alright, so you have 4 on each side right now, and it looks like this. Super, super, super nice and nifty and very, very quick making. So you can see I have a little junk over there. Alright, so we're going to use the sticks. I don't have enough sticks to show you. Okay, but you'll get the point. First off, with this stick, at the bottom, I would stick it right into this little hole. And you could either flush it completely in like that. You could put a little gem or something on it. I actually have these cute little gems that you can actually put on your project. I want to show you what I mean. So like you could take one of these little gem things and you could literally just stick it on here and make it into like a pretty little design. So you could do it that way on all sides, and it'll look very fancy if you want to make it like a pearly kind of thing. Gives it a little taste of style on it, I guess. But you could also put like all these. I have a whole bunch of these. I always stock up on these for little design thingies. You just stick it in over here, and then for here, oh right, hold it this way, and then you hold it the other way. And yes, it's sometimes I might do that where it kind of like bumps outward, but here's my trick. Put this one in first so it stays. Then you stick this one in this way. Excuse my first tutorial on making stuff. I'm not the best at it. And just kind of like maneuver it. And then what I do is, because I want to stay, is I would take a piece of string and I would kind of like tie it in so that it stays sturdy. So it looks like this. I don't know if you could see it from here. but you see I tied it so that way it would stay. And the best thing about why I would do that is because this kind of pulls apart. I could actually pull this whole thing apart and I could increase the level, so I could put ribbons instead of washies if I wanted to. So this is movable, but it's only movable if you take out the string, or else it's really sturdy, which is what I like. And I want to be able to like maneuver different size, so that way it's not a permanent thing. Whereas this one over here is permanent because I glued it. I had glued the whole thing. Let's throw that down. So you could tell I had glued it to the point where like you can't pull off the string. I mean, you can't pull the string, you can't pull off the stick. So it's stuck on there and it'll never come off. So if you want to like put ribbons, like I have some ribbons, right? Like ribbons like these are the bigger ribbon from Celebrate. You can't stick these in. However, if you use this one, you can maneuver it to the point where you can fit more stuff and more sizes, because you could build, it's like literally you can make your own shelf size. So right now I'm going to actually put it on top for you to see. So I'm going to lift up my camera so you can see it kind of. See, you could sit on here, but like you could kind of imagine that you could take this out and you could actually fit this whole thing in and it would be perfect. So I like having portable strings. And the thing is, like, what I would do, like my suggestion is I would do this all 20 on one side, and then you can figure out what size you want to make. Like you could just keep packing it on and stuff, which is what I'm gonna do. And you could just do however you want. I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but you could just stack, hot glue all of them together on one side first, and kind of like do that, and you'll be able to figure out what you want to do, and you can just make it higher and higher. I'm actually stacking all these washies from the floor up. Because I need the space for it, since I have so many, like you can see. So yeah, I hope that this was kind of like well explained. If you have any questions, I could probably like try to do something and help you guys out with it, but it's kind of pretty straightforward. So like right now I'm going to actually do this since I want to continue building. Here's the pros and cons of the skewer stick versus the sticks that you get at Home Depot. These sticks at Home Depot, it's 88 cents per 48 inches. So it's not that expensive, but it's still more than what you would get if you were to get skewer sticks. But the skewer sticks are skinnier, and you can't change the size of it. So you have to make sure that you customize to the point where you want it, like how tall you want it to be and stuff. So like, let's say this means I have to take all of this and it would go there, and that's where you would hold the stick thing. You kind of know what I mean. So that would be it. But the hot glue gun is perfectly fine. I mean, it works great. You could tell it dries quicker, so you could do your project a little quicker. You could build it up within like a couple of hours, maybe less if you're making a big bunch, less, but I'm making a big one, so it's gonna be different. But the skewer sticks are fine. I thought it was pretty nifty to be able to use skewer sticks. What you would do with the skewer sticks is you would stick it into the hole here. There's a video on it. You can stick the skewer stick into the hole over here, and then you stick the stick into the part where you would clip your clothes, and then glue it in. You can glue it inside here, or you could glue it outside. I did both, and then if you really don't like how it looks with the glue gun, you could just kind of maneuver it to have like little gems on the side, which I think are really cute, and it makes a really cute present anyway. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this little video. It's kind of long. I'm gonna have to edit some stuff out, but yeah, this is what I'm doing. I hope you guys enjoy it, and if you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. And yeah, I hope to make more DIY videos for you guys. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.